Am I the asshole for laughing in my sister-in-law's face when she DNA tested my daughter? I'm a 30-year-old guy and I have a 6-year-old daughter. We aren't biologically related, no blood connection at all. Her mom was one of my best friends growing up. We were always close but never romantically involved. She got married in her early 20s, and she and her husband had their baby, my daughter, when she was 23. Tragically, when their baby was just a few months old, both of them were killed in a workplace shooting. They worked in the same office, and it was one of those senseless tragedies. Neither of them had close family, no siblings, and they both came from unstable households. So when they passed, there wasn't really anyone for their baby to go to. Since I was basically family to them, I stepped up and adopted her. I never thought I'd be a parent, but there was no way I was going to let her end up in the system or with strangers. I wanted her to grow up knowing that someone who loved her parents was still there for her. My family knows she's adopted, and so does she. I've never lied about that. She knows her parents died when she was a baby, and that something bad happened to them. But I'm saving the full story until she's old enough to understand it. She doesn't look anything like me. She's the spitting image of her biological parents. But most people just assume I'm her real dad, and that she takes after her mom. I don't usually correct them because why would I? Now here's where it gets messy. My brother has been with his fiancée for a couple of years. We were all at my parents' place recently, and she saw an old photo of me, my friend and her husband. She asked who the woman was, and I explained it was my daughter's mom. Apparently she didn't know Lily wasn't biologically mine, and I guess she assumed I had a secret love child with my friend. Instead of asking me like a normal person, she decided to secretly get a DNA test done using my brother's DNA and my daughter's. When it came back saying there was no biological relation, she came to me with the results like she was dropping some huge bombshell, accusing me of raising some dead woman's affair baby. She said all of this right in front of my daughter. I just stared at her, then started laughing. I told her, yeah, I know Lily's not my biological kid. That's called adoption. She turned bright red and stormed off. Now my brother's pissed at me, saying I embarrassed his fiancée. But I told him she embarrassed herself by sneaking around and DNA testing a child who isn't hers, then trying to make a big scene. What did she want? For me to break down and abandon my daughter? I don't feel like I'm the bad guy here, but my brother says I was out of line. So internet, what do you think? Was I the asshole for laughing at her and calling her out?